Testing, testing. I think I have it. Oh, yeah. I'm here. Oh, I'm here. Oh, just in time for the race. That's nice. Whew. Well, you have to put on the mute to get sound. That's strange. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, end of qualifying. We have Kane Bennett. I think he has pole position. Does Andrew get it? He's not driving fast. So here we have Kane Bennett. Ola Richie, Andrew, we have Fudge, Timba, Josh Gaming, Marsky, Patty X, Jack Grack, Aiden Bell, Abnu Mason, Ace, who's running the place, Sir Abo, we have Pendaman Gaming, Digrack, and Go V Go Van in P16. Yeah, I'm here. Finally. I thought my mic wasn't working, but luckily it is. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was qualifying. I will go and record now for the race. Is everybody in? So, I'm now nice and hearable. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is your pole position with a 1-4-5-4-3. It's Kane Barnett. Then we have Ulva Richie, and then we have Andrew. We have Fudge in 4, Timba, Josh Gaming, he's 6. Then we have Marsky, Betty X, Jack Rack, Aiden Bell, Abnu Mason, Ace, Sir Ibnu, Pandaman Gaming, Digrag, and Govi Govan. I have to go faster because the timer runs much faster than it did in 25. So it's a little bit of yeah, it's a vanilla setup. The Twitch setup doesn't work yet. I've got a little bit of issues with the remote play, but yeah, we're working on it. We're working on it, but we have a stream, so we're streaming the race. This is round 2 of NMX Entertainment, and you're watching Grit TV Esport. Well, officially, this is called Chappie-chio Racing. This is my first streaming channel, but I hope next week we can go back on Twitch on Grit TV Esports for round 3. But for as long as it needs to be, we're doing it this way. A stream is a stream. Thank you very much for attending, guys. 16 guys in, that's very nice. We're growing week after week, week after week. So if you know somebody who wants to drive on a Monday, well, give them a call, invite them to the Discord. They're gonna set them up with a car. It's of course it's high competitive, but we want to welcome everybody who wants to race. All skill levels are welcome. And if you want to do a little bit of football, FIFA, you can challenge me or Ace or somebody else from NMX because we want to do some football too. And we hope to do in the future a little iRacing. First, we have to get that PC running because no PC, no iRacing. But first, now we're here racing on the Red Bull Ring. Red Bull Ring. Of course, there was the race, the real live race of last week. And we know how that went. Well, have you seen the race yesterday? Well, it was quite nice. Well, I'm a Dutch guy, so in the end it wasn't that nice, but Oh well. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, it's 6th of July, 2026. When those red lights go out, we go racing. And look at this, Kane Bennett. It's a little bit ghosted, but I think maybe the ghosted cars were on. But look at this. That's a quick getaway. And thus everybody goes, okay, let's put this on. On position changes. And we'll do that. Oh, look at this. It's Fudge. And it's 3 wide. Fudge. Oh, look, Josh Gaming. It's Josh Gaming in the middle. No, he is on the outside. Oh, look at this. How late he was braking. He was launching himself in front of those guys. And again, here we go back where we were last week. It's Richie versus Barnett. Well, that wasn't Richie versus Barnett, but I don't know against who it was. But that was... that was against Noble 4. He's not racing tonight. Oh, we will be missing out on some good points and some good racing. But look at this battle with the 2 McLarens and Josh Gaming. And Timba right behind that. And first lap is already done. This is how fast it goes. And everybody... Oh, and Ace is trailing behind. Look at this. Kane Bennett. He's in the lead with Richie going side by side. Look at this. Can he keep the lead? Well, they're fighting for it. Josh Gaming makes up 3 positions. And let's see what the tires are doing. Look at this. 2 mediums, hards. And Ibo, he is on the sauce, having a different strategy. Josh Gaming now in 3rd, securing his place. And then it's Fudge. And behind Fudge is a little Truly Train, Andrew with Timba fighting for position. And it's Marsky in the Ferrari trying to do some good stuff. And look at this, Paddy making the connection underneath the gearbox. Underneath and going side by side. Oh, there are a little bit cars in the way. And I think he made the move. He made the move stick unstoppable. So, what can we do? What can we see? What do we have to follow? We have Govi Govan spinning in Sector 3. But here he goes. Richie versus Kane Bennett. Kane Bennett. Richie having the boost, having some extra power. Does he have enough power? There are battles everywhere on track. Timba, Paddy X. Oh, and there was a little bit of a nudge. Andrew. Is Andrew falling away? Andrew is not falling away. Andrew having a little bit of a nudge. Does he have damage? I don't think so. But those cars are going everywhere. Marsky, Paddy X now in the corners. Timba in the corners. No scam. Right behind Josh Gaming. Josh Gaming trailing Fudge for his position. This is a battle for... Whoa. Top 4, top 3. Fudge is a little bit of no man's land for himself. And then are those top runners fighting for position. Kane Bennett, look at this, giving it everything he can. And Richie trying to overtake, having that straight line mode, having some extra speed, choosing the inside, choosing the outside, swerving left and right, having the fastest tire, but he cannot find the place to overtake him. Or is this just strategy-wise? NMX Ace taking a 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warnings. And again, is he playing the long game? I think he is. Then we have Fudge in no man's land. Then we have, Timba and Josh Gaming. It's Paddy X and Timba fighting each other wheel to wheel. Well, this one we have to watch. Josh Gaming having a massive battle in his rear view mirror. Let's see how it's from his position. And Timba just overtook Paddy X in those corners. And look at that overspeed he got. Back onto the broadcast camera. Look at this. 4 or 5 guys captured in one camera shot. Those are the leaders. Bennett and Richie. Fudge, no man's land. Then we have Josh Gaming with a hangry pack of wolves behind him. Oh, and then they'll both go off the track. Oh no, and it's Timba. Petty X is out. Petty X is out. He was claimed by that accident. That accident of the Red Bull of Timba. Petty X in the wall. He won't be happy. He will be raging. He will be raging. What an accident. Petty won't be happy with that. Well, accident do happen. It was a very close fight. Do we have a safety car? It's, of course, a yellow flag. It's a full course yellow. I don't see any safety car signs. Now I see a safety car sign on the road. Ladies and gentlemen, it's safety car time. Normal grip. Couldn't see what that was. But what? No, we're racing again. It wasn't, I think it was a VRC, but now we're a full racing again. Bennett, Ulrich still going head to head. Richie on the underfueler's car again. Do we have more underfuelers? Well, Fudge isn't. The Ferrari isn't. Josh isn't. I don't think we have any underfuelers left. Only the Richie is underfueled. Well, having a lighter car, less fuel means lighter car, more stability, more handling. Well, he's having a softer tire, so he will be having more grip, but for how long can he keep this up? 6, 7, 8 laps, and then maybe the hearts will take over. Watch now, 2 seconds loose. Then it's Marsky now. Well, he was one of the casualties of that battle, of that massive crash between Paddy and the Red Bull of Temba. Andrew now. Oh, there was a slide of Aiden Bell that was in the back. Big slide. Catched it though. That's nice. And Timba fighting himself back onto the track. Ola Ritchie going fastest with a 1.7808. And now Timba trying to overtake Josh Gaming. Well, Josh Gaming is a tough cookie. Fast driver. Very good. And look at this. Going for the switcheroo. Timba just managed to hold it. Oh, what a race. What an overtake. And Abnu Basin is closing the gap towards those guys. Look at this on the inside. And forcing himself around. Josh Gaming is not giving up. I was telling you, he's a tough cookie. This is a one hard nut to crack. We're lap 7 of 36. If this goes all the way around, we're in for a top race. This one will be a slobber knocker. Aiden Bell now in P6. Andrew, well, no man's land for him. Marsky, no man's land. Fudge, no man's land. Those guys will lose. And then we have Richie and Kane Bennett heading it head to head. Timba and Josh Gaming heading it head to head. Josh Gaming taking a 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warnings. Is this the one we want to see? This is the battle for the lead. Of course, this is what we want to see. He is filling up his battery very quick. Look at this, 40% already, 50%. And giving it all now. Is he going for an overtake? Or is he just preserving his tires? Trying to get those extra laps in. Oh, big slide, big mistake. And that's a little time for Kenneth Bennett to take. That rhymes. So who's the cleanest? Anti-Greg Pandaman Gaming. We have to see that battle too. Of course, this is, of course it's for P10, but P10 is important too. Abdul Mason and Josh Gaming going head to head. Well, I think those mediums are starting to fall away slowly now. Abdul Mason gaining on Josh Gaming. I don't know if Josh Gaming got any. Oh, it's raining. It's raining. It's raining. So we're going on to the intermediates. This could help out those medium and maybe Sir Ebo for his softs. 7 laps on his softs. But now we go on to the wets later on. And who is the bravest? Who can stay out the longest? So we have 4 straight modes around here. And of course you have to use your battery wisely, that extra power, because it's gone when you know it. At New Mason now, he is in 9, closing in on Josh Gaming. Josh Gaming nursing his tires. Got some speed mode. Straight line mode. Well, I'm not a fan, I can tell you that. But this is a duo. Then we have Penman and Greg as duo. Very nice. Only casualties, Petty X at the moment. I know Petty X, he's a very good driver, very clean driver, so he won't be happy that he was taken out by a defaulted Red Bull, because he had the line, he had the power, and the Red Bull just slammed into him. So I think that's going to be a ticket. A low grip straight mode and boost restricted. So I think we are... Oh, and what's that? Oh, that's Timba again. Lost it again. Second time today. Oh, having a lot of trouble. Damage on the front wing, has to go in. And look at this, Digrag, first guy to go on those intermediates. We have NMX Ace going into the pit. Is he going too fast? No, he's not. Let's go on board with him. And look at this. Oh, it's Bennett staying out. Richie going into the pit lane. Can he benefit from this? Of course, going on to the intermediates. Very nice stop. Now he is gone. Normal grip. I think now it's on again. But it's Richie now out, just behind his teammate, Josh Gaming. And how much faster will... Oh, I thought I was a guard coach, but that was a back marker. Of course, look at this. It's Richie going much faster than his teammate. And closing in. Adabel now, he is in fourth, closing in on Andrew. Look at that. Does Andrew got any damage? I don't know, can't see it. Well, he is in fourth, doing a very good job. I don't see any damage on the McLaren. And the McLarens are in a good position at the moment, going for an extra lap. Or are they going in the pit lane? Well, Andrew is going for an extra lap, and it's Adabel going on for some intermediates. Look at this. Grassy tires. In the pit lane. Josh Gaming in the pit lane. Pandaman Gaming. Oh, sliding into the pit lane. On to some intermediates. Where does he fall back? Look at this, Kane Bennett and the McLaren still going at it on those dry tires here in the wet. What can they do? And Rich closing in. But look at this, how fast he's closing in. Andrew is just a sitting duck for him. So everybody, oh, Timba, 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warnings. It's not his race today. And Timba retired from the session. Yeah, normally I had a song and it says, this shit I'm out. Huh, this shit I'm out. But, yeah. Oh, double stack. Oh, the Kane Bennett was not benefited from that because Timba went on the intermediates and went out of the race in the pit lane. Of course, that is what we expect of the drivers. But yeah, this costs. him. And look at this. Richie is now in front. Richie having a little bit of a gap. And the fight is on again between Kane Bennett and Ulua Richie. Well, if he makes it up to the podium, if he get that win from Kane Bennett, he will be my driver of the day. Marsky now in third. He benefited the best out of that pit stop strategy. But still, it's lap 13 of 36. So we still have 23 laps to go. Can you make 23 laps on a fresh intermediates? I don't know. Again, boost restricted. Oh, and look at this. Kane Bennett already passed him in those corners. Kane Bennett, of course, in the rain. He is in a league of his own. And luckily for him, it rained this race and the last race. Australia, and now here in Austria. And Govan goes on to the medium tires. I think they had the wrong tires for him ready. This is not what he wanted. And now he has to go all up on those dry tires. It's boring. It's boring. And Ace comes out of the pit lane with, I think, a new front wing. Marsky driving in no man's land on podium course. Well, that would be a recommendation for me for a driver of the day. Fudge in no man's land. Aiden Bell, first drive out here in NMX in the new seasons. Well, doing a quite good race in fifth. Then we have Andrew here in sixth, closing in on him. I think those McLarens didn't have the best strategy for the pit stops at the moment. Josh Gaming now back in 7, but he had a little bit of a rumble, fumble, bumble. And he's a 7. Then Abdu Mason. And it's Jack Crack. Oh, with a big slide and a catch. That was nice. Doing his best to keep it on the track, but it's very slippery. Look at this. Straight line mode is on. Can he overtake Abnu Mason? In the slipstream. Going side by side. Taking a looky. But look at this. Trying to benefit from that warm air of the car. Does he want to overtake him here? No, he's not. I'm very curious. And Andrew and Aiden Bell are in a fearsome fight together too. That wing stays closed. Look at that. Abdu Mason pulling away. And then we have this fight on our hands. Andrew and Aiden Bell. Well, Andrew in the McLaren is very fast. Those McLaren were on podium course last week. Govan is finally on his intermediates. Well, one thing for sure, he's having the freshest tires, but he is a lap down. So the only penalties at the moment are Josh Gaming and Govan. The rest is nice and clean. And we're almost halfway off this race. And Aiden Bell keeps his own. 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warnings. It's Ace. Oh, it's Ace and Josh Gaming having. I thought it was Govan who had the time penalty. So Kane Bennett lapping the back markers easily. He's already at Sir Ibo, driving his own race in 12th now. managing his car, trying to get the best out of his race. But one thing's for sure, if you finish, you'll have points here in NMX Entertainment. Ladies and gentlemen, this is round 2, Austria. You're watching Grid TV Esports, and I'm your host. I'm Chappie-chio, and Jack is going for an overtake on at New Basin. Underneath his gearbox, look at this. And it's hard because it's raining. Oh, Govon takes a speeding in the pit lane. Does he go for a rage quit? And he goes for a rage quit. Yeah! So, first race he didn't make it because he was an hour late. And the second race he rage quitted it. Well, he tried it. He made an effort. It wasn't his race. Maybe next week. Maybe next week. Jack Crack trying to follow Andrew Mason. Andrew Mason is not giving up. And look at this. Govon has left the session. Well, after shit I'm out song, maybe it's going to be back next week. So Josh Gaming, 8/10 behind Andrew. Andrew, he is very, very close behind Aiden Bell. Aiden Bell is being hunted down. 2 hungry dogs right behind him. It's Josh Gaming and Andrew X2905. Is that his cheat code for extra power? Where do you go? Where do you try and overtake? You need an extra, you need a good exit. If you have a good exit, you could try and overtake. But look at this, those top speeds. Oh, look at that. And the best seat in the house for this fight is Josh Gaming. Look at that. He's looking at them fight and look at him slide, trying to get that power in. That extra grip in the corner. And look at this, Jack Crack almost in the gearbox of Andrew Mason. Now, side by side, having a good exit. Look at this. It's a drag run. The Alpine versus the Mercedes. And now, who has the best balls? Who has the bigger balls? And he made that pass. He is unstoppable. But now, the Mercedes fighting back. Can he brake later? Is he going to dive on the inside? No, he's not. Conservative. He is being very cautious. And a very smart driver. Never tries to regain the position straight away. He has to set back like a little sniper he is and then try to get him when he is vulnerable. Now, oh look at this. Digreg goes onto the wet tires. What does he know what we don't? He has some different plans. But Aiden Bell's still being hunted down. It's very close behind him. It's Andrew. Look at this. Those little mistakes he cannot afford. And look at this. Josh Gaming lurking behind that McLaren. So it's Kane Bennett in the lead. Then it's Ola Ritchie. He is in second. Marsky, he's in third. Fourth, we have Fudge. And then we have this battle on our end. Aiden Bell, Andrew, and Josh Gaming for P5, 6, and 7. Oh, and now he goes side by side. Aiden Bell. It was Andrew trying to overtake him on the outside. Andrew again looking for position, trying to break later. Look at that, and it's the switcheroo of Aiden Bell. And what can Josh do? Oh, they're both off. They're both off. They hit each other. They're in the wall. Oh no! On the escape road. Oh, this is going to the stewards, I think. Oh, is this going to be a ticket? Andrew taking a 10 seconds time penalty for extending. Bell was smart. He doesn't have the 10 seconds. And look at this, Jack Rack. Oh, he is very happy seeing what's opening up in front of him. Does Andrew have any damage? Don't see any damage. Well, and this is why there's a stream, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, this is NMX Entertainment. You're watching Grid TV Esport, and I'm your host, I'm Chappie-chio. This is round 2 of the NMX Entertainment Racing League. This is Austria. What a race it is, what a race it is. Andrew regrouping himself, still behind Aiden Bell. Well, I think Andrew will be going for a ticket too. Try to get that 10 seconds away. Well, I don't think that's gonna happen, but yeah, why did he get that 10 seconds and why didn't Aiden get it? I don't know. P6. Now, look at this. Josh Gaming. Now in his own no man's land. And is he closing up with Fudge? No, it's Fudge is closing up with Marsky. And is that Aiden Bell and the McLaren again? Having a big fight with each other. Well, now he gets past a little bit easier. NMX Ace taking a 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warnings. Well, Jack Crack having a crack at Aiden Bell. Whoa, very late break. And this is now the battle for P6. The battle is open and Mason is closing in. Benjamin Gaming is closing in too. He is going to mix up with this fight. Very nice. And Greg, is he faster on those wet tires? Never seen those in real life. But I think, yeah, well, it's a long way away from that Haas. Now, the battle of the Alpines. Aiden goes into the pit lane. Did he? Was it a purposely slide or? Now, I'm very curious what kind of tires he's going to take. Is he going for those wet too? And I think he's going for the blues. No, he's going for new inters. No, yeah, new inters. But I think it's pouring down now. It's pouring down heavily. But he is staying in front of that Alpine, in front of that Ferrari. Sorry. And now, where is the fight going on? Fudge. 3 seconds between him and Josh. Josh, 13 seconds behind. Andrew behind that 10 laps old intermediates. Is Aiden Bell going for that extra stop, fresher tires? Going try to undercut the rest? Or is the rest staying out? You don't know what those tires are doing. Ace is now on the full wets too. But he is a long way behind. So I think the battles are a little bit gone. Kane Bennett still in the lead. Very cozy, and yeah, the gap with him and Richie is growing and growing. 20 seconds now, and Marsky is trying to guide them, but look at this. Marsky is being caught by Fudge slowly, and this is for podium. Fudge having a slightly better tire at the moment, and Josh Gaming far behind of that. Andrew had to fight with Aiden Bell, of course. Now driving in his own no man's land. Maybe Jack can try and reclaim the position. Let's see what the time penalties are doing. Look at this. Andrew, of course, having that 10-second time penalty. Well, he took the same path as Aiden Bell did. So, yeah. Let's see if he goes for new tires and he relinquishes, how do you call it? The game takes away that 10 seconds, then yeah, we cannot do anything about it. If it's in the end of the race, maybe the stewards can do something about it, but let's see what we do in the end of the race with it. And we have some pitters. Josh Gaming going for some new intermediates. I'm very curious to see how far is he going to fall behind. Aiden Bell onto the start finish, onto the straight now. So Josh, yeah, he is in front of him. He will be happy with his race. Well, he will be more happy than his race last week. 0 laps. We got 10 laps to go. 10 laps is more than doable on those intermediates. But is that top staying out? Well, if, oh, it's sector 2, it's brief yellow, but yeah. It's already green. It's already green. Richie now, he is in second position, consolidating his position. And then Marvsky, he is in third. He will be very happy with podium. What this podium will be very hard fought because Fudge, look at this. He is right behind him, going for that position. And there are some more battles developing because Jack Greg and Abner Mason are very close to each other too. And Panaman Gaming is not that far back. He's in P8. Having a very good drive at the moment. And he is being closed down by Josh Gaming. But for us, as yet, nobody is within that holy grail of a second. If you go within a second, yeah, then you can go on the attack mode. Well, not in the rain, but... And it's Fudge now, and Marsky. Fudge now... 0.8 of a second. Josh Gaming, 0.8 of a second. Who do we have to watch? And you know the rule, to catch them is one, to pass them is another. Josh Gaming. Look at this, lurking his opponent, lurking, stalking his prey. Look at this, underneath his rear wing. Can he get that extra power out? Yeah, he can. Now, side by side, drag racing. But look at this, Panaman Gaming is not giving up. He says, not this corner, my friend. And you have to go. Josh Gaming, oh, taking a 3 seconds time penalty for that move. Trying to get that extra centimeters, extra. Little bit of tarmac, but yeah, that is what's gonna happen. That is a time penalty, but now he goes on the inside. But Panaman Gaming is not giving up, but now he's getting a better exit, trying to get that little bit of slipstream. But of course, Josh having that better tire, going on the outside, trying to go the long way around. Well, that is very hard around here, of course. And Josh make that move stick. Fudge taking a 3 seconds time penalty for multiple warning, having the same problem with Marsky. That that Josh had with Panaman Gaming. And they're going for the same exactly identical move. Again, drag racing, Marski's not giving up, knowing that the McLaren having that time penalty, and now the McLaren wants to have that better exit, trying to get that little bit of more grip. Look at this, snapped his car, just pushed a little bit too much, flapped his front wing down, and still behind. It's only 0.3 of a second, but yeah, it's enough. Of course, Fart's having that time penalty. 3 seconds. Let's go to the penalty. 3 seconds. Andrew, 10 seconds. Josh Gaming, a 6 seconds time penalty. Digreg with 3 seconds. And NMX Ace having 9 seconds. Back to the tires. Very important. 15 laps old. Intermediates going for another lap. Trying to get past that 17 laps old intermediates of Marski. That's lap 29 of 36 here in the NMX Entertainment Round 2, Austria. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Grid TV Esports, and I'm your host. I'm Chappie-chio. Now, can he go for the pass? He has to shoot it on the inside and brake late. No, he doesn't brake late. And he is keeping it behind him. He wants that good exit around here. But this is very hard. It's a little bit uphill. And that makes it going onto the throttle that much harder. Even in the rain, it's even more harder. But now he goes on the inside. No, just taking a looky. And stays right behind him. He knows he has the freshest tires. And of course, you don't want to pass him maybe on lap 30. But maybe he wants to go on 35. And he goes on the inside right here. This is an inspired move. Side by side through here can result in tears. They're giving each other enough space. And look at this. 4 or 5 corners side by side. Does he make the move? He has to go around the outside of Marski. And Marski sticks the car, the Ferrari, on the good side. But look at this exit. Caution, sector 1. It's yellow. No, it's not yellow. They're almost wheel banging. Does he make the pass? Fudge. Can he brake later? We have seen cars throwing off the track around here. But now he is in that podium position. And does he have the overspeed? Does he have the power? Can he go and get that gap of a second? That is crucial. Josh Gaming, right? Oh, he made a mistake. And look at this. Marski, Fudge, what a battle. This is what we want to see here in NMX Entertainment. We are here for your entertainment. And again, can he do that move again? Look at this. I really like this camera view though. But oh, look at that slide. Going on board with Josh. Well, you have to pick your battles. This one is very close too. I want to go to Josh, but I see that time is running up. So we're going to stick with this McLaren and this Ferrari for another moment. It's all about the storytelling, of course. And this is going head to head. Last race they were very close too. And this race they're even closer. I really like it when drivers are matched out evenly. And this is a battle of the Titans. Marski, Andrew X2905, who is... Oh, no, it's Fudge. Sorry, Fudge. This is the battle for P3. This is for the last podium position. Of course, it's best of the rest. And Josh still now. I've got to see Josh and Abnu Mason. Yeah, it's pushed right on the pass. Sorry, guys, that I didn't see it. Yeah, I did see the times, but I wanted to see the battle, of course. And it's a caution in yellow 3. Yeah, Sector 3. That's passing of Panaman Gaming. No. It's a red car. That was Greg. No. That was the Ferrari of Marsky and Fudge. I don't know what car was behind him. It was a white car. Lap 32 up 36. It's still raining. Well, same weather pattern as last week. Half of the race, almost half of the race, it came pouring down, and then you go till the end of the race. Hopefully next week we'll have a different pattern. I really don't matter that it's raining, but I hope it's not something that happens on every track, because then it's going to be very predictable. Marsky now. Can he get within a second of Fudge? He knows Fudge having that time penalty, of course, having 3 seconds. So Marsky will try and stay within that 3 seconds of Fudge for the end of the race. Only 3 laps to go, so he will be driving his tits off. Oh, and look at this. Josh Gaming and Greg. Josh Gaming and Jack going head to head again on the button. I saw that pass. Greg having a 21 laps old intermediate. Josh now back in P7. Closing in on Andrew. But will that be enough? Having those fresh intermediates, he will be as a fish in the water now. Very happy with those tires got underneath his car. I think he's back in the position that he get into the pit lane with his old intermediates. So everything from here is extra for him. It's only 2 laps though, but he can benefit from it. Closing in very fast. And now, are we going to see some blowouts? Are those tires last to the end? Well, Josh doesn't have that problem, but maybe Richie will be having that problem. Maybe Fudge. Fudge having his sights on Richie at the moment. And of course Marsky is right behind it too. So the battle for second position isn't fought yet, I think. 2 seconds and 2 laps to go. Well, he has to go 2 seconds, 1 second a lap faster. But look at this, Aiden Bell and Panaman Gaming, they're in their own battle. And a back marker. Oh, that's a back marker of a Greg. Yeah, that's Greg being lapped. I think he's being lapped. Letting them battle though. Aiden Bell pulling away. And Kane Banger taking a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Well, it's the concentration. Yeah, it's lap 35 of 36. And it's raining. I think it's less raining, but it's still much too wet. Look at this. Al Richie, 42 seconds away. Then it's Fudge. Look at this. Fudge, Marsky, and Andrew. No, it's not Andrew. It's Richie, Fudge, and Marsky. How close can it be? How close can it be? Having the battery, straight line. Well, it is drying up because straight line mode is back on. Very strange because it's pouring down on my screen, but yeah. Let's see what's gonna happen. Pandaman Gaming taking a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So I think the wet tires of Greg didn't last. Went 14 laps on him though. He stayed committed on him. And it's 8 tenths between Fudge and Richie. Does Richie have a problem with his fuel? Yeah, I think he's having a problem with his fuel because he's still underfueled his car. He did that same mistake last week, and having not enough fuel, is that gonna cost him a podium position? Normally I will say I'll go on board with Bennett, but I have to see this guy. One more lap to go, and look at this. His fuel is flashing red, harvesting. That Ferrari having the same problem, so he will be having a problem, but does Fudge, he still needs to get 3 seconds away from him. Richie, almost touching, they did touch. Oh, tried to force himself around, didn't make that. Does he know he has that full fuel problem? And look at this, Bennett, he finished in first. Jack Crack, Abdu Mason right behind him. But we're staying with these guys, so going side by side. Does he have enough power? Oh, of course, we have seen guys flowing off the track here. And caution, sector 2, NMX Ace. 3 seconds time penalty. They're going to the wire. He just made it to the end. Now he's underfueled. Now he is out of fuel, but he is going to make it. And then is he going to make it in time? Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Fudge now. And yeah, Richie and Marsky. Oh, crawling. And not taking that 3 seconds. He is in fourth. Andrew and Josh Gaming. Josh in sixth. The undercut worked, freshest tires. Andrew now over start finish. Bam. Josh Gaming in fifth. He went fifth. I think of course, that 10 seconds. Well, maybe that's gonna be swapped around again because yeah, he took the same line as Aiden. You cannot be on your telephone when you're driving, eh, mate? So let's see the standings. Already friends. Yeah. Abnu Mason. This is how we make friends. So, ladies and gentlemen, here's your winner, Kane Bennett. And not with the fastest lap. No. That is for Ula Richie with a 17808. Very nice. Then we have Fudge, Marsky. Very nice. Good result. Very nice fight with Fudge and Marsky. Jaws. Andrew, maybe this is going to be swapped around because of the 10 seconds. Well, we have to see if there's going to be a ticket. If there's going to be a ticket, we're going to do something about it. Then he can get those extra points in. Then we got Jack Grack, very good. First race out, P7. Then Abnu Mason in P8. Aiden Bell in the midfield. Well, maybe he deserved more, but he had a massive battle. Panaman Gaming, very good drive of him in 10. Digrag, Evo, Ace, Govigovan, Timba, and Petty X. Unfortunate for him going out on that crash. He couldn't do anything about it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This was NMX Entertainment Round 2 Austria. This is Grid TV Esports. I hope to see you next week. I don't know which round it's going to be. But it's going to be round 3, and it's going to be unstoppable. For now, I will say later.